Hello guys, welcome to the channel. My name is AJ and today we started a new series dedicated to finding promising players in different countries in Football Manager. So in this series I will pick one country and I'm gonna present you the best players this country has to offer. So technically you can consider this video as a scouting report. In this video I'll be looking for the players that's gonna help you to achieve your goals for the next 3, 5, even up to 10 years. And at the same time, I'll do my best not to bring up very well-known or very expensive players way too often, because I want to create a realistic and helpful list of players that you can afford. So you should not expect names like Łukasz Hradecki or Joel Pohjanpalo to pop up into this video. Also in these videos, I will not spoil any potential or current abilities of the players, so you don't need to worry about that. So if it sounds good to you, buckle up and let's head up to Finland. Before we're gonna move on to the top 10 list, I would like to make a couple of short honorable mentions. These guys are not the cream of the crop, but still really decent players that you might be interested in signing. So we're gonna start with a player named Jimmy Tauriainen from Chelsea, and when it comes to the potential ability, he's probably one of the best Finnish player of them all. I also really enjoyed using him in the Football Manager 24. Unfortunately, Jimmy suffered a serious injury that will keep him out of the action for the next 6 up to 8 months. So after the full recovery, Jimmy usually loses the significant portion of his potential abilities, but nevertheless, he still can be a great addition for League 1 or League 2. If you try to sign Jimmy immediately, you will need to pay approximately $5.75 million for him. However, if you wait till the end of the season, Chelsea might let him go for free. So basically it's a win-win situation. If in your database Jimmy is not injured, I highly recommend you to loan him for League 1 or League 2 clubs. And if he's injured, you can wait till the end of the season when Chelsea will let him go for free. So keep an eye on him and maybe you're gonna be able to redeem his career. Next player that we are going to talk about is Jaakko Oksanen from Finnish Cups. Really stable player with very good ambitions. He also has a decent passing skills and plays really well in the second wave attacks. Also, he can step up as a central midfielder as well. A really well balanced, cheap player that will be a great addition for lots of second-tier European leagues. Also, he will work really well for the teams that focus their build-up through the central areas, like majorities of today's players. So we're moving on to the bunch of really decent goalkeepers that will be relatively cheap for you, but at the same time will have a great potential to become a proper players in the future. I'm talking about Ukko Happonen from Bologna and Osku Maukanen from Finnish Lahti. Maukanen is the cheapest player we're gonna see today, and he also has very decent potential. Obtained nice determination and reflexes, and also feels comfortable playing sweeper-keeper role. However, he's not doing really well in the important matches, so I would recommend you to keep him as a second goalkeeper in a teams where the cost of mistake will not be as high. Happonen, on the other hand, is much more stable and consistent, but he also requires some guarantees of playing time and stability to get to the needed level. He has a great jumping reach, aerial reach and kicking. Also, he's doing really well in the ball-playing goalkeeper position. Another player that really impressed me in 3D matches is Adrian Swanback from Bjekko Häcken. He is quite suitable for attacking tactics. He's capable of playing not only as a left winger, but also as a striker, which gives him extra points. He has great off-the-ball movement, technique, acceleration, which also helps him with his attacking involvement. Great in finishing and rushing into the goalkeeper's area to get the job done. A relatively cheap player that can bring a lot to the club that will put trust in him. The last player from our honorable mentions list proved me wrong, because at first I was a little bit skeptical of him. I'm talking about Jaso Jantunen from Freiburg youth team. His progress and development in simulations at first seemed a little bit off to me, but from my understanding, Jaso just needed some trust and early involvement into the playing process. In simulation, he often stayed in the youth teams for way too long and could not unleash his full potential. But through the 3D matches, he seems very confident and consistent when it comes to his performance. So if you're willing to give him a chance and loan him, I do believe that he'll be able to become a great, stable goalkeeper for a long time to come. So after an hours of suffering, our honorable mentions are finally gone. Now we are moving on to top 10 players list. And I'm sorry for taking way too long, guys, but there is just a huge amount of players I'd like to share with you. So we are opening our list with Kaan Kairinen from Sparta Prague, a central midfielder in his prime that will guarantee you consistency and safety in your central zone for a very long time. He will be able to maintain the same level for the next 5 years and will be a great workhorse for every club. He is very versatile and will be able to help you in both attacking and defending phases. Great in second wave attacks and suitable for almost any tactical formations that require well-balanced midfielders. Another player that was quite surprising find for me was Luka Hyryläinen from FC Magdeburg. He's a very decent defensive midfielder, has great jumping reach, work rate, but that's not even the biggest of his virtues. So he's almost 2 meters high, and he will be an incredible addition force for your team when it comes to the corners. All the goals that he scored in my save happened because of the set pieces. So he has great potential, great physical abilities, great profile overall that will guarantee you quality in the defensive midfielder position. So 8th place goes to Pyry Mentu, another incredible option for central midfielder that represents AJK Helsinki. Very professional, ambitious, another central midfielder that will be great fit for the position of advanced playmaker or channel midfielder. Great off-ball movement, acceleration and vision that makes him a very decent player for a lot of European teams. Also, he will work well for the teams that build up their attacks through central areas. Okay, so the next place goes to Oliver Antman, a left winger from Rangers. That's probably the most pricey option we've got today on the list, and unlike other young players that we already talked about today, he's already a complete profile that can meet the criterion of a decent player in the big divisions. Very good speed, acceleration, technique, off-ball movement that make him a great option for an attacking team that needs to be lethal in counter-attack and in positional play. Quite ambitious and will work well for the teams that play attacking football in the second-tier European leagues. Sixth spot is taken by one of the biggest prospects of Finnish football, and his name is Juho Lehtenmäki from Nordsjælland. He's definitely one to keep an eye on, really decent defensively, physically, and he will be a great addition for a lot of European teams. The only reason why he's located relatively lower is because of his injury proneness and relatively high value. What is more, he's not the one to be very attacking and he's mostly strong in defensive plays, but if you will be able to find the balance between the rest and playing time, Juho will turn in a very decent left defender. So the next Finnish player that we will cover is Adam Markiev from Nuremberg, a really well mentally balanced player that will be capable of making a good progress in his career. His best position is deep line playmaker, and he's a really good when it comes to the passing, vision, and moreover stamina, which is a big deal. He has a nice long shots and is great in second wave attacks. He has a really well balanced mental attributes that make him a player with a great potential that will allow him to play in the top teams of second tier European leagues. So we are getting closer to the end, and I have another great, quite cheap option of the central midfielder for you. This is Leo Walter from Sirius, another well-balanced player that will be great in position of central midfielder or attacking midfielder. He has great passing and technique skills that will make him a great addition for lots of teams. Great professionalism, ambitions, relatively cheap price. Seemed like a good combination for me when it comes to the second-tier European clubs. Okay guys, congratulations, we finally got to the third place of today's list. The bronze medal goes to another player that's been really impressive in 3D matches, and this is Nathan Skutja from Kaiserslautern. Incredible skills, technique, flair, first touch that made him great in the finishing areas. Also, he can step up in the position of the right winger, which is highly valuable. Very good mental abilities, and his attacking movements make him a great option for the attacking midfielder position. He did really great in simulations and truly was one of the leaders in my save. A really impressive player that you need to keep an eye on. So our runner-up convinced me in his uniqueness, despite the fact that I thought he's a little bit too expensive at first. And this is not other than Lucas Bergström from Mallorca. 2.05 meters. That's all you have to know. Giant goalkeeper from Finland that seemed like someone that can be a leader for a lot of top second-tier European teams. He has great consistency, professionalism. In 3D matches, he always seemed calm, confident, and he was a true leader of the team. Also, his incredible jumping reach can be a great asset for those teams that faced crosses a lot. A really nice player that's gonna help you in the long run. The last but not the least, our winner of today's video is Matthias Siltanen from Djurgården. Probably not the best when it comes to the initial potential abilities, but still incredibly talented. From my perspective, he has a great potential to outgrow his initial abilities and turn into the great addition for the top tier leagues. With great passing skills and composure, he seems like a player capable of being a great central midfielder. Despite his young age, you can right away notice how balanced and good he is when it comes to 3D matches. Probably his club will expect to overpay for him, but he's surely worth it. Great talent that takes a win in today's video. Thanks guys for getting to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. That's my first video on the YouTube, so I hope you're not gonna be that judgmental. I'll do my best to improve the quality for the next videos because I already learned a lot while making this video. And I really hope that you will support the channel. Please leave the like, comments. This is crucial for these small channels like mine who just starting. And I really want to make as much videos for you guys as possible. Also leave the comments which country you'd like to see next. Since there is not so many subscribers in this channel, you really can make the difference. There is definitely a couple of countries predetermined for the next videos, but still you can leave the comment of what country you'd like me to visit, and I'm gonna do review or scouting report regarding this country as well. Thank you so much, thanks for your time, and have a great day. Goodbye.